Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to do a deep dive on MatchOffice.
MatchOffice.
Yeah, a company celebrating 2 decades
2 decades. Wow.
in the workspace rental market.
Okay.
And our source material is
Let me guess.
a celebratory press release.
Oh, that's kind of unique.
Yeah, it is a little unique, right? It gives us this,
Insider look.
yeah, like behind the curtain kind
Yeah.
of a view.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me too. I'm really curious to see what we find.
It's especially interesting, because their story kind of intertwines with some major global events.
Yeah.
Starting in Copenhagen and now headquartered in Lviv, Ukraine.
Yeah.
Their 20-year history has definitely been shaped by forces beyond just, market trends.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it.
Let's do it.
MatchOffice started out focusing on Danish business centers,
Okay.
but they didn't stay local for long.
Of course not.
They quickly branched out across Europe and eventually went global.
That expansion reflects, I think, a key insight for any business that wants to grow. They didn't just stick to what they knew.
Right.
They adapted to the market.
Yeah.
Initially, they were all about connecting tenants with business centers, but they evolved into a much broader platform, catering to all sorts of different kinds of real estate players.
And now they're calling themselves a leading player in the global commercial property lease market.
Leading player.
What does that even mean? Right. I mean, it sounds impressive.
It does sound impressive.
But I'm curious about the specifics.
Yeah, well, usually leading player signals a few things.
Okay.
Like they probably have a significant chunk of the market share,
Okay.
a really extensive network of properties and clients, and probably a pretty solid reputation, within the industry.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is all happening in the context of the post-pandemic world,
Right.
which has totally shaken up how and where we work.
Absolutely.
Hey.
The rise of flexible workspaces is a direct result of that shift.
Okay.
Like the co-working spaces, serviced offices, even virtual offices.
Yeah.
Basically anything that's not your traditional long-term office lease.
Oh, okay. That's what they mean by flexible workspace.
Mhm.
I was kind of wondering about that. So how does MatchOffice fit into this new landscape?
Well, they've completely redesigned their platform to cater to this growing demand for flexibility.
Okay.
They're now featuring over 12,000 of these flexible workspaces worldwide.
Wow.
And their CEO, Jacob Dalhoff, seems particularly proud of their tech upgrades.
Yeah, the press release mentioned an updated provider backend.
Yeah.
But didn't really go into detail. What exactly did they improve?
Well, from a business perspective,
Yeah.
that's actually one of the most important aspects.
Really?
Yeah, the back end is all about the tools and systems that property providers use
Okay.
to manage their listings and interact with the platform. Streamlining that process is crucial for attracting and retaining providers,
Right.
which ultimately translates to a better experience for the end user.
Yeah.
The person who's actually looking for a workspace.
Right. And speaking of user experience, they've also added an AI tool that utilizes ChatGPT
Oh, wow.
to help create those property descriptions.
That sounds pretty innovative.
Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah, it's still early days for AI in the real estate sector, but this kind of integration could be a game changer.
Oh, wow.
Imagine a world where algorithms not only match you with the perfect workspace,
Yeah.
but also draft customized lease agreements
Yeah.
tailored to your specific needs.
Whoa. That's almost too futuristic to picture.
I know.
But it sounds like MatchOffice is trying to be ahead of the curve.
For sure.
Dalhoff also hinted at new features for social media advertising and marketing campaigns in key rental markets.
Smart move. The way we find and consume information has changed drastically,
Yeah.
So leveraging social media to reach potential clients is essential, especially in a competitive market like this.
All of this paints a picture of a company that's really thriving.
Right.
But the press release takes a more serious turn when we get to 2022 and the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Yeah.
Remember, MatchOffice is now headquartered in Lviv.
Yeah, a sobering reminder that even amidst, business achievements, global events can have a profound impact.
Yeah. The press release mentioned that one of their employees actually had to join the army.
Oh, wow.
That really brings the situation home, doesn't it?
It does. It personalizes the conflict.
Yeah.
and highlights the human cost of war,
Mm.
particularly for a company with such a direct connection to the region.
And their response to the invasion wasn't passive at all. They
Yeah.
went beyond just business and developed aid programs for both victims and those fighting on the front lines.
Wow.
They partnered with the Lviv International Rotary Club,
Hmm.
and Dalhoff himself facilitated donations of everything from Lego for children to much-needed hospital generators.
It's commendable how they channeled their resources and platform to make a real difference.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
speaks volumes about their commitment, not just to their employees, but to the community as a whole.
I was especially struck by their efforts to boost morale among their 40 Lviv-based employees. Yeah.
Leading a team through that kind of uncertainty must have been incredibly challenging for Dalhoff.
Absolutely. Leadership in times of crisis is critical.
Yeah.
Maintaining a sense of purpose and community can be just as vital as any business strategy.
Right.
It's about fostering resilience and hope in the face of adversity.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Aside from all of this, MatchOffice has been collaborating closely with their Danish sister organization, localbasin.dk.
Okay.
Dalhoff seems quite focused on enhancing communication and personalization for clients.
That's a shrewd move. Personalization is key in today's market. Clients want to feel understood and valued,
Yeah.
not just like another transaction.
And underpinning all of this is their platform, which, remember, is 20 years old.
Wow, 20 years old.
Yeah, they're constantly upgrading and streamlining things, even as they grow.
That constant evolution is likely one of the keys to their longevity. They're not resting on their laurels.
But are actively adapting and innovating to remain competitive in a rapidly changing landscape.
Dalhoff ends the press release with a really hopeful message expressing confidence in MatchOffice's future and looking forward to celebrating more anniversaries in a peaceful Ukraine.
It's a powerful statement of resilience and optimism.
Yeah.
It reflects their commitment to their Ukrainian roots and their unwavering belief in a brighter future.
So far, we've seen a company that's ambitious, adaptable, and resilient.
Yeah.
They've navigated market shifts, embraced new technologies like AI, and faced a major geopolitical crisis head-on.
It's quite a story.
It is, and what's particularly striking is how they've woven social responsibility into their business success.
Yes.
Their response to the war in Ukraine demonstrates that those two things aren't mutually exclusive. In fact, they can often reinforce each other.
Absolutely.
Let's take a moment to digest all of this. We'll be back shortly to delve deeper into MatchOffice's journey
Sounds good.
and what it tells us about the future of work. Stay tuned.
All right. Welcome back. Before we paused, we were unpacking MatchOffice's journey through evolving markets and global upheaval.
Yeah.
Now let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and zoom in on some specific insights from their story, things that might be particularly relevant to you as someone interested in the future of work.
Yes. Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
What stood out to you as the most significant takeaway?
I think their evolution from a local player to a global platform
Yeah.
is a masterclass in adaptability.
Okay.
They recognize a shift in the market, the rise of flexible workspaces,
Right.
and they didn't just keep pace. They became leaders in the space.
And remember, this was before the pandemic really accelerated the whole work from anywhere trend.
Right.
They had a crystal ball and saw the future of work unfolding.
Exactly. It highlights the importance of not being afraid to pivot,
Yeah.
to reshape your business model when the market demands it. And it's not just about reacting to change. It's about anticipating it,
Yeah.
even when it seems like a risky bet.
Their embrace of technology also seems to play a big part in their success.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially their decision to integrate AI into their platform.
Yeah.
It's not just a gimmick. It feels like a strategic move to stay ahead of the curve.
Absolutely. That AI-powered tool for lease descriptions
Right.
might seem like a small detail, but it signals a much larger commitment to innovation.
Okay.
It's about streamlining processes, improving user experience, and ultimately creating a more efficient and user-friendly marketplace.
And let's not forget the human side of their story. Their response to the war in Ukraine.
Of course.
It would have been understandable for them to focus solely on survival during that time.
Right.
But they chose to actively support both their employees and the broader community.
Their actions go beyond simple corporate social responsibility.
Yeah.
It's a testament to their values and their commitment to something larger than just profit.
It almost feels like a case study in leading through adversity.
Yeah.
They didn't just weather the storm.
Right.
They stepped up and made a tangible difference in a truly challenging situation.
And it's important to note, that all of this was happening while they were simultaneously celebrating their 20th anniversary.
Wow.
Imagine the internal celebrations, the pride in their accomplishments, all while navigating a war on their doorstep.
Yeah.
It speaks to their ability to compartmentalize, to stay focused on their goals, even amidst external chaos.
Okay, we've talked a lot about the big picture.
Yeah.
But what about the individual user experience?
Okay.
What makes MatchOffice stand out for someone who's actually looking for a workspace?
Well, for starters, their global reach is a major asset.
Okay.
They offer an extensive inventory of properties across numerous countries,
Mm-hmm.
catering to diverse needs and budgets.
Right.
Whether you're a freelancer looking for a shared desk in Berlin or a multinational company seeking a regional headquarters in Asia,
Yeah.
they've got you covered.
So it's not just about quantity.
Yeah.
It's about having the right kind of spaces for a variety of users.
Exactly.
What about the platform itself? Is it user-friendly?
Their platform is designed with the user in mind.
Okay.
It simplifies the search and selection process, making it easy to find properties that match specific criteria,
Okay.
like location, size, amenities, and budget.
Mm-hmm.
They even have advanced filtering options that allow you to get really granular with your search.
And they're emphasizing personalization, which we talked about earlier.
Sure.
What does that look like in practice?
It's about going beyond a one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah.
They're using data and insights to tailor the user experience, offering recommendations based on your previous searches,
Okay.
preferences, and even your industry.
Oh, wow.
Think of it like a personal shopper for workspaces.
That's a great analogy. And AI integration could potentially take that personalization to a whole new level, right?
Exactly. As that technology matures, it could analyze your work habits,
Mm-hmm.
your team's collaboration style,
Yeah.
even your company culture, to suggest workspaces that are perfectly aligned with your needs. It could even handle parts of the leasing process, like negotiating terms or drafting personalized agreements.
Wow, it sounds like we're on the verge of a major transformation in how we find and lease workspaces.
Yeah.
It's exciting and a little bit daunting at the same time.
It's definitely a dynamic landscape, and MatchOffice is playing a key role in shaping its future.
Yeah.
Their journey, as we've discussed, is a fascinating blend of business acumen, technological innovation, and a deep sense of social responsibility.
It's inspiring to see a company so committed to both growth and positive change. They're clearly not afraid to push boundaries and experiment with new ideas.
That willingness to experiment, to embrace change,
Right.
is essential for any company that wants to stay ahead of the curve.
Before we move on to our final thoughts, I
I-
want to touch on one more thing. We've seen how MatchOffice has consistently strived for progress, whether it's expanding their platform, embracing AI, or supporting Ukraine during a crisis.
Right.
What do you think is the driving force behind that constant push for improvement?
I think it boils down to a few key factors.
Okay.
First, they have a clear vision for the future. They're not content with maintaining the status quo.
Right.
They want to actively shape the future of workspace rentals.
So it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving and leading the way.
Exactly. Second, they seem to have a deeply ingrained culture of innovation.
Okay.
They're always looking for new and better ways to do things,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's through technology partnerships or even internal processes.
And finally, I think there's a strong sense of purpose
Oh, for sure.
that permeates their entire organization.
Yes.
They believe that their work has a positive impact beyond just financial success.
That purpose-driven mindset is a powerful motivator.
Yeah.
It gives their work meaning and inspires them to constantly strive for improvement.
Well said. MatchOffice's story is a testament to the power of vision, innovation, and purpose.
Absolutely.
We've covered a lot of ground today, but there's still much to unpack. We'll be back shortly to wrap up our deep dive into the world of MatchOffice and explore what their journey tells us about the future of work. Stay with us.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of MatchOffice.
MatchOffice.
We've traced their journey from a small Copenhagen startup
Yeah?
to a global player,
Global player.
explored their innovative use of AI, and witnessed their unwavering resilience in the face of global challenges.
It's pretty incredible.
It is. Now let's bring it all home.
Okay.
What does MatchOffice's story tell us
Yeah.
about the broader trends shaping the future of work?
Right.
And what can you as our listener
Yeah.
take away from all of this?
Well, I think MatchOffice's story is a powerful reminder of how interconnected our world truly is.
Hmm.
What began as a local business in Denmark is now deeply entwined with global events,
Yeah.
economic shifts,
Right.
and technological advancements.
And this interconnectedness isn't just about negative events like the war in Ukraine.
No.
It's also about the ripple effects of positive change. It's like that butterfly effect.
Yeah,
But for the business world,
right.
a decision made in one corner of the globe can have unintended consequences, both good and bad,
Yeah.
on companies and individuals thousands of miles away.
It really highlights the importance of thinking globally,
Yes.
even when acting locally.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And MatchOffice's embrace of hybrid work and AI-driven solutions
Yeah.
demonstrates that adapting to these global shifts
Right.
can lead to remarkable opportunities.
Yeah.
They're not just riding the wave of change.
Yeah.
They're actively shaping the future of workspace rentals.
And they're doing it with a clear sense of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, their response to the war in Ukraine wasn't just about managing PR or
Yes.
protecting their bottom line.
Right.
It was about genuinely helping those in need.
Yeah, it really underscores the idea that businesses can be a force for good in the world, even amidst challenging circumstances.
There's a growing awareness that purpose-driven companies often perform better,
Yes.
attract top talent. Absolutely.
And have a more positive impact on society as a whole.
For sure.
MatchOffice's story seems to validate that idea.
Yeah.
They've managed to achieve both business success and social impact,
Right.
proving that those two goals aren't mutually exclusive.
Right.
But let's get back to those broader trends we mentioned.
Okay.
The rise of hybrid work is clearly a major force shaping the future of workspace rentals.
Yes.
But how do you see that trend evolving?
Well, it's fascinating to consider what the next iteration of hybrid work might look like.
Right.
Will we see even more flexible work arrangements?
Yeah.
Perhaps with employees seamlessly transitioning between different workspaces throughout the day or week?
It's interesting.
Will offices become more specialized,
Mm.
catering to specific tasks or collaborative needs rather than just housing individual desks?
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
And how will technology, especially AI, continue to disrupt the workspace of the future?
Right.
Will we see a rise in virtual offices?
Where employees collaborate in immersive digital environments?
Interesting.
Will AI handle complex lease negotiations?
Right.
Or design personalized workspaces based on our individual preferences and work styles?
These are all exciting questions, and the answers are still unfolding.
Yeah.
What's clear is that the world of work is in a constant state of flux. And companies like MatchOffice,
Yeah.
those that are adaptable, purpose-driven, and forward-thinking,
Right.
are the ones best equipped to navigate this evolving landscape.
It's an exhilarating, albeit slightly daunting,
Right.
time to be witnessing this transformation.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up our deep dive
Thank
into
you.
MatchOffice's remarkable journey, let's leave our listener with a final thought-provoking question.
All right, I'm ready.
What role do you want to play in shaping the future of work?
Whoa.
How can you leverage these trends and insights to create a more fulfilling, flexible, and impactful work experience for yourself and those around you?
That's a fantastic question to ponder. It's a reminder that we're not just passive observers in this unfolding story.
Right.
We're active participants.
Right.
We each have the power to influence the future of work, to shape it into something that aligns with our values and aspirations.
Well said. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into MatchOffice's inspiring journey.
My pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and thought-provoking.
Yes.
Until next time, keep learning,
Keep learning.
keep questioning,
Questioning.
and keep striving to make a positive impact on the world around you.
Absolutely.